All right, faggots. So this is the TNT cannon tutorial for ESC. So first things first, you have your sand comp. So what the sand comp does is it takes all the sand needed for your specific shot. In this case, this is a 255 stacker. So this will stack 255 sand. So it compresses all that sand into a 1x1 block so it can get to the wall or where it needs to go in a 1x1 block. And then also you have your hammer, which is this. And the hammer and the sand comp actually work together in some ways. So what the hammer does is it shoots with the compressed sand, and as it hits the wall, it blows up, forcing the sand down, allowing the sand to stack to whatever height you're shooting at. Each cannon's different, and hammers, they go from sizes to sizes. Like, you can get a small size, you can get a large size cannon, you can get little 10 stackers, you can get 120 stackers. The hammer on this one is built specifically to be able to hammer down 255 pieces of sand so you can stack all the way up to 250. And then you have your power. So pretty much what the power does is it shoots the sand and the hammer both to the wall, allowing it to get to where it needs to go to blow up. Okay. And then also it also allows it to float. So like there's other cannons that I've shown you guys that'll float 242 blocks. However, this is the baguette, and this will only float 50 blocks. If I stacked another power on top of here and did the wiring correctly, I could more than likely get this to float another 50 to 100 blocks. And then also you have other things on this cannons, like the scatter. So this is actually what blows up the wall where you want to blow up. This goes off with the hammer and shoots with the hammer, blowing up at the top of your sand stack. You also have your one-shot sand. So the one-shot sand stacks at the top of your sand stack. It shoots separately from the sand comp, and it's your top stack at whatever you're shooting. And then also you have one of the most important things are your boosters. So the boosters are everything you see down here. This guy, this little, it's the little dispensers you see all over the place that you can't really figure out what they're for. Like this, and this guy, the stuff down here. All that those are doing is they allow everything to get where it needs to go. Because without these boosters, it would just be a power, it would just be a sand comp, it would just be a hammer. But with these boosters, they boost them all to the barrel, allowing them to go where I need them to go. Without the boosters, this cannon would be absolutely useless. Okay, so this is the basic cannon. This is a basic cannon. This doesn't have much to it. It's got a scatter. This is a good cannon, but it's basic. It doesn't have a lot more to it. There's nothing crazy. There's other things that you can get on cannons, such as nukes. Nukes, what they do is they usually sit right around here on the cannon. And they shoot with the hammer, but what happens is the TNT and the sand get bursted down, dispersing the TNT throughout the sand stack, allowing it to blow up the entire wall. Now, there's a ton of different types of nukes, like Sato nukes, alternating nukes, all sorts of things, which I can get into. That's a little too much right now. You guys need to get the basics. And then there's OSRB, which OSRB, what it does is it's kind of like a regen bust. So what it does is it shoots out a wall, it blows up the wall, and then it stacks another stack of sand right in front of it, allowing you to push the water into the lava, breaking the lava source. And then also there's another thing called an anti-patch, which is actually going to be really useful for this current server we're playing on, Dusteria. So what an anti-patch does, honestly, don't even ask me how it works. But let's say I have a straight line like this, it'll blow up that straight line all the way back. So like if I have like 2 chunks, you can have an anti-patch that'll do 2 chunks, you can have an anti-patch that'll do 24 chunks. It all depends on how big of an anti-patch you want to put on there. But that's going to be really useful for the server that we play on, so no one can line patch. You have to wall patch. It's a different type of patching, and it's not as easy. But, you know, with that being said, those are the basic parts, and then a little bit of the different parts of a cannon. But really what you guys need to know how to do is how to adjust. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. So let me grab some TNT real quick. Okay, hold on. Dynamite. So what dynamite does is, so this is the power. So this is what boosts it up and over. Okay, so usually what happens with this cannon is the power is going to end up right here, and then the hammer and the sand are going to end up right there and there. Okay, so what happens is this is going to boost it up because this is on a block above it, so it's going to boost it up. And then the TNT's here, so which way do you think it's going to go? Of course it's going to go this way. Okay? But what I can do is I can go like this. I can make it go the other direction by removing this block. So instead of the TNT stopping here because it's stopped by the trap door, it's actually not stopped by the trap door, allowing the TNT to go to here. So that means it's boosting it up, over, and it's going to go this way. Okay? Now, you might ask, okay, now I get that, but it's a 360 barrel, right? So how would I go the other direction? So the way you'd go the other direction is you place this in the middle block. So what that's doing is it's making the sand and the TNT end up in this block right here. Okay? Ending up right there. Okay? Now, all you have to do now is the TNT is ending here, so it's going to go this way because the TNT is now here in this block. So which way do you think it's going to blow up? That way, of course, common sense. So it's going to blow this way and that way. Now let's say, hey, I didn't actually know this until about 2 days ago. How would I make it go that way and backwards? I didn't know, honestly. All you have to do is really simple. That's it. Because then the TNT stays there, and the TNT will go underneath that and hit there. And this is still suspended in midair when it blows up, allowing everything to go where you need it to go. So just to demonstrate, just so you guys can see it in action, so this way, the TNT is going to land. The TNT is going to go here, and it's going to go there. So, therefore, it's going to go that direction. So, now, if I click the button, and everything's lined up correctly, boom, baby, there it is. That's exactly what I needed to do. So, now you may be asking, oh, how do you do that? All you have to do is put a block, 3 blocks in the span of the barrel, right above the middle section. You don't have to put 3, you only actually have to put 1 right there, but I always put 3 just in case I adjust the barrel. So 3 right here, and then over, so you're shooting this direction. All you have to do is put a block where you want it to shoot, and it'll shoot there. That's it. Really easy, but you have to know how far to adjust. This one will only adjust 50 blocks up and down. So that means 50 blocks from where I was standing up and over, and then 50 blocks over is all that it'll adjust. Any more, it won't work. It will not work. You will not get it to work no matter what you do. So, with that being said, I did it that way. Now I want to shoot it that one. Fire/fire is not working, of course. By the way, you're probably asking me why is it blowing that up? I don't have any one-shot sand in there for a reason. But if I had one shot, it'd blow that up. Anyway, now let's say I wanted to go backwards and I wanted to go forward. Same thing, just change the barrel. So look. Boom. Boom. Easy. Easy. Now, what I gotta do, I wanna go that way and backwards. You know what? I want to go further that direction. How would I do that? Yeah, all you got to do is move this over. You know, I should probably go up a little bit too, just to hit their spawners. All you got to do is move where your pillar is, where you want to shoot. And then let's say you wanted to move up. Move this. You're set, man. Now it'll go this way. Let me set up a wall so it will actually stack. Oops. It's okay. Easy peasy, baby. Easy enough, guys. Alright, that's a tutorial. If you guys want me to make another, let me know. Peace.